All right, welcome to Beyond Soup, where I put up all sorts of stuff. Today we have a car amp. This is a Kicker CXA360.4. This is a Class AB amplifier. It has a lot of features, so it's good for your conventional four-channel type of setup, front and rear. Because this is a four-channel amplifier, so it is nice and ready to go to really power up two sets of speakers. Anyway, I just wanted to show you how this unit is functioning and kind of give a quick overview of the unit and as well as give you some specs. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a quick demo or audio demo and show it working. All right, since we have it showing that it's playing and everything else, so let's just go quickly do a quick overview of this thing. So the way it's set up is you've got your speaker terminals here and also your power terminal on this side, as you can see here. I'm gonna have a hard time here because I can't pull this, but here you've got your set of amp, or actually a set of channels here, first left and right channel, and then the second left and right channel here on the second. And it's also let me see here if I can turn this thing over. It's also bridgeable, so you can make it into just a 2-channel instead of a 4-channel just by connecting your positive here and negative here. Same thing here, positive and negative here, so making it a 2-channel. Got your ground, remote, and your 12-volt connection right here. And on the other side is your inputs, your RCA inputs. You've got your it has a fader button, so you could either fade between front and rear or the channels, or leave it off, so you're using both signals for both channels. Then you've got high level input as well. You don't need it here because we're using RCAs. Then the first set of channels here, you've got a crossover. You've got a high level crossover or low, and then you've got a variable control for that crossover point between 50 and 200 hertz. Then you also have a bass boost, so let's go ahead and do a quick demo on that. I don't know if you could hear this. So there's crossing over at really low. Hold on for a second. Let's go ahead and increase it to 200 hertz. There you go. So it's variable from 50 to 200 hertz if you're using the low pass filter. Then if you wanted to put it on the high pass filter, there it is. Alright, and then you've got a bass boost here, so you can increase the bass output or lower it down all the way down to 0 to 6 dB. And then obviously you've got your gain controls depending on how much input it's having. So So you've got your power indicator right here, and if you ever see this thing flashing, that means you're not getting enough voltage. So here, I'll lower my voltage, and you'll notice that it'll start to flash right there. So it's because it's not getting enough voltage. So you have to be between let me turn this off. You have to be between 12.5 and 15. There you go. All right, so anyway, that's just another thing for you. And then if you ever get any ground noise or humming, you want to ground your RCAs like I did here. I grounded it because it needs more ground. If you it has it on the manual for this thing, so you'll notice it, or you can read about it, and all you need to do is ground the RCA shield. All right, so as far as physical aspects of this unit, it does have some marks, especially on the plastic areas here. So you can see there's some, the color of the gray is kind of fading off here on this side and also on this side. But as far as the heatsink goes, there's a couple of nicks here and there, but that's just because this amplifier was under a seat. Anyway, that's pretty much it. This is again an overview of the Kicker CXA360.4. Let me give you some specs. This is a 65 watt times 4 amplifier at 4 ohms, 90 watts times 4 at 2 ohms, and then it's 180 watts times 2 at 4 ohms. That's when you're bridging it. And it sits, as far as dimensions go, it's about 12.5 inches wide. This is about 6 3/4 inches tall or deep, and then it's about 2 3/8 inch deep. So it's not very deep. Again, can fit under a seat and something like that. And it's got a signal to noise ratio of 95 dB. Again, I showed you the low pass, high pass filter. And it's got an input sensitivity between 125 millivolts and 5 volts. So that again wraps up this amplifier, and again, to provide you some info on this amp. It's a good amp to have, for your typical front and rear setup. All right, hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and possibly join the channel. That's Beyond Soup, where I put up all sorts of stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.